started in contrast with that incident. On the said day, I was currently assaulted by the security and shooting photographs of the car registration. They told me, you know what you do, we're going to get you. Following that, there has been mass with balaclavas knocking to my home. There has been people trying to give me false injunctions saying they're from the courts. So my heart and my mind goes out to the people in Jobstown. I know what it's like to wait on a phone call, the doorbell ring, and be intimidated in your own home due to the monster that is Irish water. But it's clear this is political feast. I rang the sergeant in question on Monday when this all broke out, and I said, how come there isn't dawn raids being carried out in private security? How come they're not being questioned in relation to this matter? And when you can stand over and take 14-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds and citizens of this country out of their homes for peacefully protesting is incomprehensible. I'm here today in solidarity with the people from Jobstown. I'm here today to send out a clear message that what is happening is that the government are trying to use a very callous tactic on trying to weaken what we have going here. For the first time, I believe, in my time in this country, communities are beginning to look around, realising that the established political parties in this country have done nothing for people. I'm also of the opinion that communities are beginning to stand up, get off their knees, look around, realise that we can win this. Yes. I know how families feel in Jobstown. I know how fearful they are of the recent events, but we need to use this as a catalyst. We need to use this as a catalyst to unify even more. We need to use it as a catalyst to develop our context around the rest of the country, and we need to use this as a catalyst to bring down the monster that is Irish water. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nick Downey. You want another chant down there, do you? Joan Borton, hope you're happy. Don't arrest him in their nappy. Joan Borton, hope you're happy. Don't arrest him in their nappy. Listen, next we have a lady down here, Caroline Boken-Bourne. She's going to come up. This woman is waiting. She's in fear of being arrested. She's one of the... she's at large at the moment, actually.
On the road.
Look, she's fighting all that. Listen, come on, come on.
Hi, I'm from Coules in Jobstown. Have been there, born there, reared there, staying there, rearing 2 kids there. I was there the day of the protest, and the charges are ridiculous, but I'm expected to be, I'm waiting for the knock on my door, 7 o'clock in the morning, right out by the guards for these ridiculous charges. I can say the only any pushing and shoving and all that was done the day of the protest was from the members of the guards. It was a peaceful protest. It was a peaceful protest. We sat on the ground. You know, we didn't do anything wrong. The only people that had our trapped in our car was the guards. They stood on each side of the door. We were behind the car. The gobshite that parked their car in front of the church against the wall so she couldn't go forward, and we were all behind it. That wasn't her fault. We were already protesting when she walked out and willingly got into our car. So I'm in fear now of them knocking on my door and bringing me out, and I have 2 small kids, 3-year-old and an 18-month-old, and I mean, what's going to happen to them? Do you know, when they knock on my door if my partner's not there? So, I know, the reason people keep saying, well, why are we at the protest? Because I can't pay for my water. It's not that I won't pay. I can't pay another charge. I can't afford it. Do you know, at the minute, I just can't. It's not that I won't pay, it's that I can't pay. So, I'm a young mammy, I'm only 26 and I have 2 small kids, and I'm privately renting for $9.50 a month in my house. I'm not getting a whole lot of help, a bit of fist, it's not worth fucking shite. And I mean, I can't afford water. I just can't afford to pay for it, and I'm not going to pay for it. So they can drag me off if they want. I'm not paying, and that's the end.
Well done, Caroline, well done. Listen, next. We give it a future. We'll have plenty of time for chanting. Next, we have a man from People for Profit. He was staged to walk out on Monday over these arrests. The 3 of the councillors walked out, South Dublin County Council. Nickey Coules, come up here. By the way, Nickey's Nickey's in the ward of Tallaght South. He's in the same one as me. There he goes. Okay, Councillor Nickey Coules.
Thank you. Good evening. The campaign against the water charges has been attacked left, right and centre, but it has reached a new low at present when young people who should be waking in the morning to go to school are instead being carted off by posses of guards. This is something more reminiscent of the KGB, I would have thought, than of a democratic state. It's absolutely shameful. But at the same time, it shows that this government is like a punch-drunk boxer staggering around the ring. And that is as a result of the efforts of the work of these people, the people of Ireland, the ordinary people of Ireland, campaigning against the water charges. We have these people on the ropes. We have to keep them there. This will roll on and on and on, these arrests, but it's counterproductive for those people. You see, so many people here of a cold evening is testimony to this. But they're going to get their riposte next Saturday in Tallaght, because there are two marches taking place at 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon. One from the Priory and the other from Tallaght West Leisure Centre. And they're going to meet at the civic offices for a rally. And everybody is welcome. The national response to this will be on the 21st of March, when there's going to be a massive anti-water protest yet again. Because this is what's doing the business. People power is what's doing the business. Power doesn't necessarily reside over in Leinster House and Kildare Street. Power can reside on the streets. A good friend of mine said to me just the other day, he said, I saw a slogan. He said, I think it's really on the money. And it's this. It's the power of the people is greater than the people in power. That's what it is. That's what it's got to be. Now we are going to have to proceed in the coming months on two fronts. This government is going to go by this time next year, and possibly in between. All it takes is one more banana skin. So we're going to have to proceed on an electoral front by electing people who are genuinely anti-austerity, who want to bring Irish water to an end, liquidate the company, shut up shop on it, and attack all the other attacks that have been made on us. But also, we need a vibrant street movement, a vibrant movement of the people on the streets and in the community. Because that's the way we can guarantee that we won't be sold out again. Thank you.
Well done, Nickey Coules. No way!
We won't pay!
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 There's no problem of another banana skin. We're already a banana republic. Next up, we have Ruth Coppinger. Ruth.
Okay, for 4 days, the people of Jobestown and West Tallaght have been terrorised. But today was the first opportunity that we got to raise it in the Dáil, in the Parliament there itself. Yes, we've been putting it in as a topical issue every day, but there's obviously more important things. It doesn't get picked. Yesterday, Paul Murphy had his microphone switched off when he tried to raise it. But today, I had a chance to question Joan Burton herself about the events. I don't know if you've managed to hear it, but I'll give you a very quick synopsis. I compared the terror campaign that's been unleashed on the working class community of Jobestown to the dogs of war that were unleashed in the play Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare. Now that was too highbrow for the TDs on the Dáil. Obviously, And they chose to seize on the word dogs, as if I was targeting all of the Gardaí's dogs. So that's the headline that some sections of the media have chosen to focus on today, rather than the real issues, which I questioned Joan Burton about, of men, women, and now children, legally, because they're under 18, being arrested by large numbers of Gardaí. That is the issue. Now, why is this going on? I asked Joan Burton, was her political vanity that fragile, that precious, that she needed this repressive regime coming into play because she was delayed in her car for a couple of hours? I pointed out to her that 2 previous Taoiseach in recent times were impeded in their car by sit-down protests. Charles Haughey in 1989 by UCD students. It must be different if students do it. Maybe it's their accents are nicer or something. But when working class communities do it, the state and the establishment take a different attitude. That's clearly the case. But the other example I gave her was Bertie Ahern, who was met in Waterford in 2002 by angry protesters who banged on his car, he said, who used choice language, I think that means swear words, and he could actually identify them in the Dáil. But for all of their sins, the pair of them, and they're no heroes in my eyes, they led to a lot of the problems that we face now. Obviously, they're representatives of capitalism. But with all their sins, they didn't seek that the Gardaí go out in large numbers and round up the firstborn of every child in Jobestown, like Joan Burton said. But as well as being a blow to Burton herself, there's 2 other key reasons that I'll just finish on as to why I believe this is happening. First of all, it's because it is working class communities who aren't conforming to their expected roles of politely clapping when ministers for austerity deign to visit their communities. That's why. And the message clearly is, by what's happening in West Tallaght, get back into your boxes, working class people. That's the message that they're trying to send, and it's a message we'll resist. But the other aim of it is this. There's only one show in town when it comes to the anti-austerity movement and to bringing down this government, and that's the issue of the water charges. This is designed to try to damage the campaign against the water charges, which was a massive campaign, unprecedented probably since the 1979 tax marches and the scale of people that have come out onto the streets. And this is designed to weaken it, to split it, and to put it off. And the way that we answer it, yes, is by challenging them, by standing firm like we've been doing for the week, and by fighting them on these issues with protests, with legal advice, etc. But the key way to do it is to make sure that we build mass non-payment of these bills when they drop in people's doors in April, because that's what's going to bring down this government, and that's what's going to save the And that's why it's such an important tactic for all of us here to now focus on. We must go, yes, take them on these issues, but we must go into our communities, the bingo halls, the schools, etc. Encourage people, give confidence to people who don't come on the marches, who don't come on the protests, to join with us in a mass boycott of these bills that will send Enda Kenny and Joan Burton the same way that Thatcher was sent with mass non-payment of the poll tax, and that's into oblivion.
Hello, Ruth Coppinger! No way!
We won't pay!
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 I have another one for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop the banging on our door.
1, 2, 3, 4. Stop the banging on our door.
5, 6, 7, 8. Defend the right to demonstrate.
5, 6, 7, 8. Defend the right to demonstrate.
1, 2, 3, 4. Stop the banging on our door. 5, 6, 7, 8. Defend the right to demonstrate. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Stop the banging on our door.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Defend the right to demonstrate.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Stop the banging on our door.
7, 8.